Hello and welcome to another episode of Humans in 5. After having talked about the human vagina in a few episodes, including the evolution of female orgasms, as well as periods in the media and with respect to physiology, we thought it would be a good idea to let the human penis take center stage.
The human penis and testes make up the external portion of the reproductive organs in the typical male. Much like many parts of the human body, penises and testes come in all shapes and sizes. In fact, it's quite challenging to get an accurate test of the average penis size in humans because when people have been asked to report their own penis size, there's a slight tendency to embellish the truth.
From an evolutionary perspective, the human penis is pretty special. In a previous episode, we talked about mammals having a bone in their penis, known as a baculum. Humans don't have a baculum, which makes humans rather unusual amongst mammals. It's important to note here that great apes, like gorillas and chimpanzees, with whom humans share an evolutionary trajectory, do have quite small bacula, so maybe humans are merely part of the spectrum amongst great apes when it comes to penis bones.
The other thing that's unusual about the humble phallus is that in humans, it is relatively large when compared to other similarly sized primates. For example, gorillas, which are about twice the size of humans, have penises that are about 2.5 inches long when they're erect.
On the other hand, or side, depending on how you're seeing it, human testicles are relatively small. The testes of a chimpanzee weigh more than a third of its brain, whereas human testes weigh in at less than 3% of our brain sizes.
Quite a lot of the comparisons we're making here are between humans and other big-bodied primates like gorillas and chimpanzees. When we expand our comparison group out to all other primates and include species like baboons and macaques, the human penis doesn't seem as unique. When compared to hamadryas baboons, which have an erect penis length of 5.5 inches long, humans actually measure up.
One thing that is absolutely sure when comparing loved ones across primates is that humans don't have a lot of variety when it comes to extra features. Other primates have lumps, ridges, and flanges that we don't see much of amongst us hairless apes. We do see some individuals who have penile spines, which you can learn more about by clicking the card above.
As always, if we're thinking about a feature in an evolutionary way, it's worth considering it in this context. In this case, we have to consider the evolution of the human penis in parallel to the evolution of the human vagina. These are different organs, of course, but it would be unusual in evolution to see changes in features relating to reproduction that don't impact everyone involved.
The relative heftiness of the human trouser snake is usually suggested to be the result of sexual selection. That is, our ancestors tended to prefer a more well-endowed gentleman, and that with time, this feature became more common amongst human ancestral species. Some researchers have also suggested that penis size tracks changes in the size of the vagina, particularly with the reorganization of the pelvis with walking bipedally.
Of course, it's really challenging to test these theories. There are many studies which look into penis preference among people today, but how effectively these studies can separate inherent preferences compared to those shaped by our cultural influences is debated.
So let's hear it for the uniqueness of the human penis, as well as all the shapes and sizes we see in this organ amongst people today. So we'll see you next time on Humans in 5.
And don't forget to subscribe!